Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Today we're going to have an opportunity to look at a few recent flea market finds that I had the opportunity to go purchase recently. Many of you know that I was away for about a week or so, and we took a couple of families all jumped in, got a lakefront house rental on at a small pond up in Pennsylvania, and well, there's a lot of first-time fishing friends there, and we had the opportunity to show them not only how to catch a fish, but how to cast a basic bait caster reel, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. And now I'm on to thinking, well, maybe we take those first timers, we try to turn them into fishing people for life. And so I was at a recent flea market this past weekend, and lo and behold, there were a pair of Zebco 33 fishing reels. And the fellow said he didn't know much about the history of them, so he's going to let me have them cheap. He didn't know if they were working or not. They appear to be working, and I thought that would be an opportunity to put a couple of poles together for those first time folks. Maybe make it an end of summer gift, maybe make it a Christmas season gift. We'll see how that goes, but I will get underneath those and try to service them, and well, we'll see what we can do with them. These are the Chinese made ones, made in China, and they're the Zebco 33 Platinum, and well, they're nice, and hopefully we'll be able to tune them up and get them going for some time to come. Well, then I wandered my way back into New Jersey, which is where we're based. Stopped at a local flea market on Thursday, and sure enough, there were some opportunities as well. First one I picked up was a rod and reel combination. It is a Quantum Sure Shot, and that's the one that has the single stop with the where you don't touch the bail in order to cast it, but of course you can open it up and close it down. I took the opportunity to put fresh line on it because, well, the line on there was definitely old. This is the Quantum SR3. Works beautifully. We're going to use this as a project reel. We'll show you how to take this one apart and how to service it. One of the things I found interesting with it is the one part of the rod had UV fade on it. The other one is like brand new. So I'm not quite sure how this was stored or where it was stored. That's okay. For a few dollars, that rod and reel will make somebody happy. And I found this one. This one's just a curiosity. I'm going to make this a fishing reel of the day kind of a thing. It's not old at all. It is a Eagle Claw, and it is an ice fishing setup with a little alarm there, the little flag alarm on it. And well, that should be fun. We'll see what we can do. Basic reel, right? Just bring them on up, but it does have that snap kind of a setup, and well, we'll see what we can do with that. Again, when I go to flea markets, I generally do not spend a lot of money, at least on a per reel basis. Most of the time I go, it's with the thought of giving the reels second chances. I know that folks make fun of me, but I am not a collector, and I try not to be an accumulator. I do try to get the reels working again and then get them out there for fishing. And so this one, I think the whole lot here was $90. There's about 8 or 9 reels in here. We'll go over them briefly and kind of talk a little bit about the reel that caught my eye was this one. And you can see it hasn't been fished in a very long time. The line is old and brittle. This is a saltwater reel. This is by Dam Quick, or it's the Quick Super Dam West Berlin, which gives you the timing of the reel. It reminds me of my uncle. One of my uncles who has passed away used to fish this reel a lot. Now this is an indication here. I get this a lot. My bail isn't working. The bail probably isn't working because it's just got some dried up grease in it. Let's see if this fix works. Get a penetrating oil, put it right into the seams on both sides, work it back and forth, and give it a try. My bail isn't working. It is working. There you go, just like that. So sometimes a lot of folks will take a reel like this, maybe it was their dad's or a family friend or acquaintance or whatever. They see the bail doesn't work, they put it on the sideline, They send it in for service, maybe, or maybe they just keep it and eventually it gets turned into something that's sold at a flea market. Quick trick there, just use that penetrating oil in the seams. Doesn't take anything to get that one working again. Now, of course, sometimes it's more serious. Sometimes there's a broken bail spring or something like that. But give that the try before you start disassembling anything and seeing what the cause of that is. All right, and the other one that caught my eye, this one is a Penn Senator. It's the 113H. Yeah, it's seen its salty days, if you will, but this one will clean up nicely, and we're going to get that one resold for sure. And quite honestly, between that one and another two that I have all intention to sell pretty quickly, I will recover all of the money that I've paid for the reels. Penn Senator 113H. What are the two that I intend to sell pretty quickly? This one, and this one's an interesting one. This is a Penn Long Beach 60, but it's an early Long Beach 60. You can tell by the etched side plates here. You've got the surf fisherman and the lighthouse with the sailboat in the background. But you tell that they're early when they have the squared shoulders. Penn's reels changed over time, and this changed to a rounded shoulder, I want to say mid-50s or maybe 60. But it's not as early. It's not the earliest, because the earliest would have had a wooden button. This one has the torpedo handle. But even as you look at that torpedo handle, you're going to notice, if you put it up against, well, that's the wrong one, some of the others, that, well, this one may be replaced actually, because the handle buttons get bigger, and I didn't see that with these. So that one's going to get cleaned up and sold, as is this one. This is the Penn Del Mar. It's the 285. I have a ready market for these with a fishing boat captain, and he'll take all the ones he can get. He just tells me that the newer versions of reels that are available for charter boat use just don't hold up, and I would tend to agree with him on that. This is the Penn Del Mar. It's the 285. Nice loud clicker. Kind of turns free and easy. We got a knock in there. That's just a spool adjustment. There you go. And we got a lot of dirt and debris on it, so I'm not sure where that reel has been sitting. It needs a service. It's dry. We'll service that and get that right back out there. One of the reels it's kind of always fun to see them. There's not much value to them, and there's not much to use in them. This is an Ocean City. This is the Ocean City Jones Beach. It's by Ocean City in Philadelphia. Again, you can tell the age of the reel. Very old, brittle monofilament line. And surprisingly, the captain that I'm going to sell those reels to, he's at a Captree State Park. Captree State Park is right off the Robert Moses Causeway in Long Island. And so is Jones Beach. It's on that strip of land there, along with the Robert Moses State Park and the like is Jones Beach. So this is an Ocean City. It was made in Philadelphia. It's a direct drive reel. There are no star adjusters like there are on this one. And well, the drag basically is you. You're going to fight that fish the whole way. Nice little addition to the reels that I got. Next one up is a Penn Senator. It's missing one screw, and when you go to flea markets, you should look to make sure that you identify the issues with the reel before you buy the reel. This one's missing a screw. I can't tell right now from this whether that screw broke off or whether that screw is just popped out from like a boat vibration or something. Interestingly, this is the first reel I actually purchased. So this goes back to the 1960s. It's a black-sided reel. It's a low speed by Penn standards, right? We had the 113H for high speed. Those always have the burgundy side plates. The black side-plated Penn Senator 3.0, well, that's just a workhorse. You could bring up Davy Jones' locker with this reel. But this one's going to clean up nicely, and I'm sure we will find a home for that. We also have a Penn 180. That's a Baymaster. That's in the early series of reels. This one, well, this one turns nice and easy. There's a little bend in that handle knob, but that's because there's a bend in the handle. You'll see that that handle is arced. Well, just taking that off, putting it in a vise will restore the right angle there. And well, this is a nice reel for inshore or lake fishing. Has a lot of capacity, nice frame behind it. And here's an example that we were saying earlier about that Penn 60 Long Beach. The later series of reels all had the rounded side plates as opposed to that squared off side plate that you're seeing here. Okay, what else do we got in here? We got one more reel in here, I think. Yeah, and that is an interesting find here. In that box, we have the Quick 330, and well, I got the box for it. And gee, by today's standards, having the box is probably as valuable as having the reel is. You also have a spare spool, right? So very interesting all around. And this is the Quick 330. So the box and the reel is correct. I like these reels a lot. So if you look at the reels of the time, this one probably goes right along with the Penn 710. Just an overall beautiful reel. One of my favorite reels that was ever made. And there's something in this as well. Look at that. We have a spare bell spring. I guess that came along with it. It's in the damn container, and it's also in the box. And we have all the original paperwork. So that gives you some added value to it for those that are collectors. We also see that there is the UV fade on the spool, and again, very old fishing line on there. So that was my purchase. I was actually interested in just one reel. That was the one that would remind me of my uncle, the Quick Super. And well, the fellow said he wanted $40 for the reel or $100 for all of them. Well, I just saw that there's a lot of value in here, so I decided to just buy the lot completely. Well, I hope you've enjoyed some of the fishing reel finds that I have and some of the intentions that I have to do with those reels. If you have any questions on these, please leave them in the comment section. I will try to answer those for you. And I hope you've learned something about flea markets and what you may be able to find out there, whether it's a spin caster or some vintage equipment, or a nice rod and reel combination that just kind of is ready to fish. But you know me, I got to go convince myself that that reel is sound mechanically, so I'm going to go underneath that and service that before I take it fishing. But if you've learned something, well, that's what this channel is all about, teaching you kind of some of the tricks of the trade, as well as showing you how to service the reels and keep them fishing for a long time to come. And when you find yourself in a flea market situation, or a garage sale, or yard sale, or whatever they may be calling them around you, well, you have the opportunity to give those reels a second chance. I want to take a moment to thank our first responders, our police, fire, safety, and rescue folks, for all it is that they do and for their dedication to public service. I want to thank everybody for watching the channel. Wish everybody great times on the water, have fun fishing, and, well, treasure the friendships you make doing that. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.